What's good, everybody, man? It's your boy Kort, man. Y'all already know we got a Korts Conversations, man. Who I got with me today, man?
Hey, what's going on with y'all, man? It's your boy Kane, better known as the only one. You know what I'm saying? Coming over here to just chop it over my guy.
Man, so what you got going on, man? You know, big time entrepreneur coming out of Jack, man. The Jackson, Mississippi, bro. Talk to me like what all you do, man? Where you got your hands in? What all you got your hands in right now?
So right now I'm really pursuing content creation. My main focus as of lately has been to get away from just photography. I've been doing that since 2016. So I'm like, well, maybe I need to go from photography to videography, but I love the two. So I feel like, why not just be a content creator? You know, do graphics, do video, do shoots when need be, you know what I'm saying? And kind of just being a Swiss Army knife. Like, I don't want to really just do one thing. I feel like I'm capping to myself. Like, I want to do way more than just be one thing. So, you know, that's really what I've been doing lately, bro. Kind of been planning, focusing on my mind, body, my spirit. So, you know.
Yeah, you know, we go way back like 4 flats, man.
Man, what?
We've been in it for a long time, bro. Since middle school, bro.
Sour days, man.
Facts, bro. You know, and I really want to stay connected with you. You know, we always gonna be brothers regardless, but like I really got drawn even more towards you as we grew older, because we be on the same wavelength as far as just like helping men and you know what I'm saying, better in our community, bro. So they don't know where we from. I talk about where we from sometimes. So just give them an introduction of what it's like where we grew up from, bro.
All right, man. So Jackson, Mississippi, bro. You know, I can't really say too much about Jackson, but I'm gonna tell you a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Jackson is like a cross between a little Atlanta, but it's ratchet like New Orleans and Memphis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like we right in the middle of everybody. So, you know, it's really rough down here. I ain't gonna lie. Like it's as we've gotten older, it's gotten a lot rougher and it got a lot tougher. The worst things I can say is that, you know, Jackson has gotten a lot out of hand just from irresponsible authority or just people that, you know, really being delinquent, you know what I'm saying? But the positive, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's rough, but I think some of the positives is that really Jackson is really family oriented. Like, I don't think nobody can ever deny this. Like, if you ain't from Jackson, you know you got family. You definitely can have a laugh or two, because there's so much just off the wall stuff that go on here.
Every hood got a family that is known for, you know what I'm saying? Like every hood got, you know what I'm saying, little families. Hey, the Joneses over here, or them the Richardsons, married them, the Jordans, they stay in Sub 1, you know, that's what my people like, you know what I'm saying? Them Knights, they over there in the district.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Night boy out west, man.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, with like growing up in high school, man, it was such a different world, bro. Because, you know, I started off in private school when I was in elementary, so just going to that public school route in middle school, then high school, it was just so different. And you know what I'm saying? And when I got to college, I saw how different people grew up. You know what I'm saying? People from different places, people with money, you know, some people got, you know, bread here and there. So it definitely opened my eyes, man. So what can you say to people, like, when we got out of high school, what was the difference between high school and then the adjustments you had to make when you went to college? And what was the difference between your reality, or like your world?
Well, the differences from high school to college, I'm gonna answer that first. And it's different for me because I went to Jack State, so I was still in the city, but it was different. So starting off with, you know, we was from Jim Hill, you know what I'm saying? Being at Jim Hill, like, you have to have it, being at that school had IBNYP and it had traditional classes. So you kind of had a cross between two worlds. You had a group of students who was all used to strenuous work, dual credit classes, you know, just very rough when it comes to schooling, and it was all strenuous. And then you had a group of kids who had just traditional classes, They had they, first through A block, and then, I mean, it was easier, you know what I'm saying? But the morals were different, the principles were different, the responsibilities were different. So all of that clashed a lot, you know what I mean? That's one of the similarities to college. It was real similar because in college you got a lot of different people from different areas and just different mentalities. They all coming from the same, from different places, but they come to the same school. So I would say probably the differences would be just if you're from Jackson and you go out west and you go to Jim Hill or you go to Provine or you got north to Callaway or whatever, any JPS school, you just know that you're dealing with Jackson individuals. You're dealing with anybody that's from Mississippi. So you know how people act. You know how we are, both positive and negative.
Did you ever feel disadvantaged coming from Jackson as far as like your education when you went to JSU?
I didn't, and that was mainly because I was a part of IBNYP. I know me and you both had, you graduated IBNYP. I got out my junior year, but we still had that so, we still was there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's kind of like, it's not a disadvantage because I was prepared. If you was in that program, you would be prepared when you in college. The only difference is, that freedom, that freedom plus like, okay, knowing like, man, this stuff is easy. So I'm gonna do this, get done with it, and I'm gonna go do what I want to do. As opposed to somebody else, they might have just came in, they like, oh man, like this work is like piling up, So that's probably the only difference.
That was up, bro. Man, we've been at it, man. We've been at it for a minute, bro, and that's why I say I'm so grateful to have like a brother like you, man, because you got your head on straight. It's not too many black men that just got a focused mind, they got their head on straight with knowing what they want to do in life and trying to bring something positive out of it, and not only do it for themselves, but do it for the people around them. So I do commend you for that, bro. Like, man, because we know so many people that ain't doing what they need to be doing, that's in trouble, jail, dead, in the ground, like, and you know what I'm saying, it's just always good to have a black male figure, you know what I'm saying? So let me ask you this question: how important do you think having a black male figure in a child's life, as far as like high school or middle school, you know what I'm saying, like the people that we grew up with? Do you think having a black male figure in their life would have impacted how they carried themselves at school?
I definitely agree. Because you gotta think about it, man. Like, if we're talking about the black community, and a lot of people know how I am about these type of topics, because I'm really a historian when it comes to black whatever. But the way that the black household was set up was always the man, the woman, and then the children. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like when it comes to the black male, like, that's something that's rare. A strong black man in the black community with all of his bearings, and if you military background, you understand that that's just meaning you got your sense, and you got, that has, has a job. I ain't gonna say decent job or whatever, but I'm saying has a job, income, I'll say. Just take care of responsibilities. Like, that's a rarity. So, I feel like personally that because we don't have that, it does create a bad thing. It creates like a man, it's so, man, I can't even find a word for it. It just creates a bad space, because we need that.
That environment ain't where it need to be.
It's not. I mean, you got guys who, really just, they grew up and they didn't have a dad at all. So the main thing that they looking for is to say no to authority, and they looking for a way to get over authority or to put power in themselves, but they do it wrong.
Nobody tell them that.
Yeah, and that's an issue. I mean, that's why we got a lot of situations where we got, brothers that's incarcerated, because
Yeah.
Although they might have did things to either provide for their family or themselves in a way, it's like if you're not having knowledge and you ignorant to authority, you already putting yourself in the grave.
Yeah, a lot of the guys we know are in jail, not just like you said, they trying to provide, but a lot of them had problems with authority in general. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like it was so important for us to have like our coaches, you know what I'm saying? How we had certain male figures at our school that wanted to make sure we were straight. Like our basketball coach, bro, you was on the basketball team with me, bro. Like Coach Speech, that man made sure that whatever and I thank him to this day. Every time I chop it up with him, like I appreciate the things he did for us and instill in us, bro. Like I was with Coach Stringer today, you know, he middle school coach. Like,
yeah, I just seen him not too long ago.
Exactly, man. Like I just appreciate them being them male figures, bro, because a lot of our partners, like I'm blessed to have my father in my life, but he not in my household. So, but he does a great job raising me. But like, you know what I'm saying, just to be around another positive male figure, bro. And I know that a lot of people, bro, I ain't realize it growing up, but a lot of people don't have their daddy. You know what I'm saying? They don't have positive male role models and figures to give them that discipline, that love, that guide, and you know what I'm saying, that structure that a male can, you know what I'm saying, give a person. You know what I'm saying? So
and I want to shout out one more coach, man. That the one that started all, bro. You know, Coach Hill.
Oh,
I gotta go. I got for T-time. I gotta go on here.
Shout out, he's a principal now, so shout out to T.
Yeah, shout out. But you know, he's really one of them. Like to me, I can give him like a reflection of what Jay-Z was to the rap game. Yeah. You know, when it comes to being a male figure, a black male figure. Because I mean, this dude came and became our coached us to the point where, you know, like we was having a great season, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like we really had a lot going, you know. And then he turns around, he was already in a working effort with us, but behind, you know, he had he was trying, you know, he was working as an educator. You know, he's been a principal, he's still being a principal, and like we able to see a black man do two great things. And it's like that's the kind of role models we really need in the community, bro. So shout out to Coach Hill.
Facts. He was setting the example, and like he wasn't just talking about it, like he was doing it. You know what I'm
saying? Just every day a work day.
Like Mr. Merrick, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Merrick, like
shout out Mr. Merrick.
In fact, he's a principal now as well. Like, so guys like that, man. Hope they don't mind us name dropping, but you know what I'm saying? Guys like that, can't do nothing but get them, you know what I'm saying, praises and tell them like how grateful we are, bro, because it's not many dudes like that. Like, just think about it. In this one conversation, we only called out like 4 or 5, and we 20 plus years old. Like, like we can't just go down a list of great guys. We can go down a list of great women that was nurturing to us and helping, but we just don't have that list of great fellows. Like, men, like women quadruple. We can name, I can name 1,000 billion different women. You know what I'm saying? Easy. Them fellas, bro. They, Mr. Daniels. You know what I'm saying? Like, just people like that. Like,
Mr. Daniels.
And so that's why I want to make sure I'm pairing up with guys that's like-minded like you, bro. And just so, cause when we make it, like when we on top. I always talk about, like, I saw DDG passing out boxes of pizza to the community out of his Porsche. You know what I'm saying? That's how I want to do stuff like that. Like, I want to feed the homeless, back to school, come to the park. You know what I'm saying? Come to Shepherd. We outside in here. We giving away free clothes. We giving away free school supply. Like, shoes, back to shoes, man. Anything. Like, I want to be able to be that positive, bro, because so many people in the world, bro, they so negative, or they don't have just somebody to tell them that they love them. You know what I'm saying? Or that they got their. A lot of us are missing it. You know what I'm saying? And all they need to do is hear that. And you never know how that could change somebody's life, for real.
Man, I mean, especially when you think about the black man's psyche, because, you know, it's in our DNA for us to be very dominant, you know. And when people say, and I know it's cliche to many, but the term king, like, that's in us, you know what I mean? So the fact that that's in us and we already had it in our DNA, it's not our fault that we come off as aggressive, or we come off as dominant, or we come off as trying to seek for, you know what I'm saying, higher and elevated status or whatever.
Testosterone,
That's
man,
just in us.
in us.
Exactly. And one thing a lot of people don't know, bro, and I'm spitting facts tonight, but one thing people don't know is that Black men, our testosterone is a little bit different than other races of men. A lot of people don't know that. When it comes to the type of manliness people see when they think of a Black man, it's always, you know, God level. You know what I'm saying? You know, we live off that vibe. We really are, but a lot of people don't see that, and it's hard for us to see that when we growing up, and the only father figure that we got, or the only positive male role model we might have, might be the janitor that let us sneak in the back of the school. You feel me? Do what we do. You know what I'm saying? That's that. You feel me? But that's like a lot of people got that though. You know what I'm saying? I think as soon as we can change that narrative, I think it'll be better for most of us, because we actually a dying breed, bro. Black men, we really
real
a
Black
dying breed,
man. Hey, real Black men, bro.
Serious.
Yeah, and I can use that to lead into the women, bro. Like, you know, I always talk about the relationships and stuff, but like a lot of women don't respect men in general because it's not true, real men in their life. They not coming across genuine, true men, and that's so they whole aspect is like, men are trash. These guys are little boys. So now they get used to that, or you know, now they develop certain perspectives that's coming from their experiences of dudes who not really men. They don't handle their responsibilities. They not stepping up to the plate doing what they need to do. They don't know how to treat a lady. They don't know how to carry themselves first. You feel what I'm saying? And so that's why, like I say, I keep saying it, but like that's why I'm glad I'm sticking with guys like you, because I want to be that role model. I want to be that, like, I'm not perfect, but I at least want to be that starter. Even if I mess up, you at least know what not to do. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't afraid to put my mess ups on the internet and let people know that, because I ain't perfect. So I'm willing to be that example, whether it's positive or negative. You will at least know, all right, the good things Kort did, I'm gonna do those, and the negatives he did, I'm gonna not do that. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know,
I'm gonna cut all that out.
Yeah, and that's why, and that at least somebody will learn from my experiences in general. You know, so that's why I'm doing these podcasts. That's why I got these cameras going everywhere. I'm trying to roll them, even if I'm wrong about a situation. At least that I said it, so now that the discussion is there. Because a lot of times the problem is we don't even get a chance to talk about it.
And to piggyback off of what you spoke on as far as women and how they see us men, you know, to be honest, men, we've been lacking as far as, you know, what it is to be attractive to women. And I'm speaking from personal experience, because a lot of people know that everybody know, if you know me for real, you know I'm from West Jackson. So the sophistication that I may give out sometimes, that wasn't like that all the time. You know what I mean? Like I'm really from the trenches. I'm still in the trenches. Like it ain't no hesitation for a shootout to happen right around the corner for me. But it ain't gonna be no hesitation when I come out with that photo. You know what I'm talking about?
Anyway. Don't get it twisted.
No, old boy Supercharged Cam say, don't let that college fool you.
Don't get it twisted, bro.
But on the real though, you know, the alpha man mentality is something that we lack, because a lot of things that makes, you know, a really good man, like back in school, we used to call out that lane. You know, if you had buddy who, you know, he really want to work on his homework, but you know, we called him lame. But come graduation, he got like, you know what I'm saying, 2.3 million worth of graduation money, scholarship money. Now he's straight up until his junior year in college. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But we call him lame. Or you got the athlete, you know what I'm saying? I can really direct this to you. You got the athlete who chose more to work out than he did to focus on other things. Everybody probably looked at him like, man, like, he don't never want to party, he don't never want to kick, he don't never want to woo-woo. But this guy, you know what I'm saying, he going AAU, he going to his tournament games, he dropping 30, you know what I'm saying, 20, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like, you know, those things that we degraded back when, way back when, a lot of dudes, you know, took that and they changed themselves. Like, you know, I think that was a big problem. I think that's a big reason why a lot of dudes not who they supposed to be. Mm-hmm. Because when they was in school, somebody told them that shit wasn't real, that shit wasn't like right. It wasn't it. You know what I'm saying? And then they end up switched over to
a lot of the time society will like encourage them to keep their bad behavior. Like like you said, them guys that went in that gym, it was because they were turned up. They had all the girls. You know what I'm saying? They might go smoke and do whatever they need to do, and now they partying. So now they feel like they're on top of the world. But then we go look at them now when they our age, where they at? In the streets, dead, in jail, working,
scamming,
doing stuff they ain't got no struggling.
Yeah.
But it was on top of the world in high school. But see, they ain't had their priorities in line. Like all the guys that I know, they had their priorities straight back then. They were doing what they needed to do. They on the road. They either where they need to be or they on the road to be where they gonna be in a few years. Right. They, you know what I'm saying? They doing something positive and they still on their journey the right way though. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the guys, like you said, that wasn't doing what they were supposed to do or handling their business like they should have been, making those sacrifices or building their foundation at a young age. They ain't make out to be anything.
That's true. And they go for the women too. Like I'm gonna mess with them for a second, but they go with them too. A lot of females and males, but we talking females right now, but a lot of people never looked outside the 4 years they had in high school.
That was prime.
It was always, they always looked at, you know, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior year. And then think about, and they might have looked at freshman year of college, but that's probably where they capped off at. Yeah. And then everything else just kind of trickled down from there. Like, you got some guys who, they might have been athletes, but they gave out, you know what I'm saying, for dumb reasons. Yep. You got some females who might be smoked out, geeked out, you know what I'm saying, turned out, like, for no reason. Yeah, like, so, you know.
And they was the bad chick back then.
They were the bad chick, you know, now they the sad chick.
Man, for real.
And that's not where they want to be at, but I mean, hey, that's the choices you make dictate your future. So as cliche as that is, I mean, it's true. A lot of stuff be so cliche that we used to hear back in the day, but man, I'm talking about that. All that stuff that was said is so true now. You know.
Yeah. Facts, bro. But man, you know what I'm saying? We had a good talk, bro. This the first one of so many. I ain't gonna keep you too long, so you know what I'm saying? We can cut it here, but I appreciate you for coming on, bro. You know it's love. We're gonna try to start doing this at least weekly, you know, get a little talk in, and then probably go live here and there, chop it up. For sure. Man, but it's all love, bro. I appreciate you for coming in, bro. Get them your social media, how to get in contact with you, man.
All right, so starting off, my main Instagram is at akv.kang, akv.kang. That's my main Instagram page. That's where you're gonna probably see most of my recent content. If not, you're gonna see some of my older pictures or whatever. At a Kang Vision, that's the business page right now, the current business page, but it's actually under construction. So you can still go and see some stuff from maybe 1 or 2 years ago prior, or some of my current and recent stuff. I guess the ending message right now for me, man, would probably just be, you know, always check in with Korts Conversations. Always give big praise to my boy Corley, man. He's got this, y'all. I'm telling y'all in the bag. I'm gonna say this just for the camera record, man. In a year's time, my boy gonna hit off, and I'm telling you, he gonna be so high. Y'all thought he was on X, man. You know what I'm talking about?
For sure, man. I appreciate it, bro. It's
a pleasure, bro.
For sure, and I appreciate the support, bro. Hey, we got them coming weekly. We gonna tap in. We're gonna get some talks going. We're gonna end up bringing some old people on. We're gonna chop it up. We're gonna have some good talks. We're gonna have some good topics going. And hopefully, you know what I'm saying, something that we say, it touch somebody, bro, and it'll get them to go on the right direction, bro.
For sure.
For sure, man. It's your boy Kort, man.
It's your boy Kang.
Hey, man, it's all love, bro. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. We out.